Good evening. Welcome to Bostic Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana, as we bring you a very special broadcast sponsored by Mission 22 today, as the Indiana Lyons get prepared to take on the Wisconsin Frost out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Well, three of the Wisconsin Frost at any rate.
And three
Indiana Lyons. Because apparently other players are still on their way for Wisconsin or something.
At least that's what we heard through the grapevine.
Yeah.
We're the last to know.
Of course. We don't have a roster for Wisconsin Frost. It was never provided to us. And the Indiana Lyons playing for the Frost are Donnell Jones. He's wearing number 5 in blue. That's Brandon Mitchell wearing number 8 in blue. And somewhere is Tion Bigby.
He's down talking to the coach still.
Okay, so Tion Bigby's on the bench. Looks like starting for your Indiana Lyons, it'll be number 10. Is that Corey?
That is Corey Wright.
Okay, that is Corey Wright. Number 18, Mike Carter. Number 4, Preston Roberts. Number 3, Jordan Heidelberg. And number 30, Gerald Cam Campbell. The ball is tipped.
Cam starts out with a fury.
Yep. And here comes the Frost. Number 0 driving to the hoop. Tries to throw to a teammate. It gets away from him, though. Brandon Mitchell picks it up. Kicks it over to number 10. Over to another teammate in the corner. Shot is up. No good from three-point range. Rebounded by Corey Wright. Corey to Jordan. And here come the Lions. Lions in white. Frost in blue. Gerald Campbell directing traffic. Dishes it to Preston Roberts. Preston's shot gets blocked by, I think it was number 0 who got his hand on it. And Cam kicks a 35-yard field goal, and the ball will stay with the Wisconsin Frost.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon Mitchell going to inbound to number 10 for the Frost, and we're underway. 10 to the hoop, shoots, nope. Rebounded by Gerald Campbell. Cam over to Jordan. And we know virtually nothing about the Wisconsin Frost. They have no online presence whatsoever.
Yeah,
and,
I thought we were supposed to play them last year, or the Lions were supposed to play them last year, but then it fell through, but maybe not.
And who knows?
I don't know.
Preston Roberts gets the shot to go in. He breaks the 0-0 tie, and it's 2-0 Indiana Lyons. Donnell Jones, his pass gets knocked down. Jordan Heidelberg shoots and scores, 4-0 Lions. This is Donnell Jones bringing it up the floor, representing the Frost in this one, behind the back pass over to number 10.
Donnell getting a little playing time with the Frost.
I think his feet were on the line. That was 2. Yes, it was.
Yes, they're counting as 2.
The referee indicated. So it's 4-2 Lions in the lead. And here comes Jordan. Now Preston. Preston out to Cam. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Preston Roberts with the shot. Up and good.
Oh, good turnaround.
Off the back of the rim.
Got the favorable roll.
Dropped right in. 6-2 Lions.
Yeah, Lions coming off a loss to Maysville last week, so I'm sure they're hungry for some blood.
I would imagine. Number 0 with it for Wisconsin Frost. And ball gets knocked free over to the Lions. It's a 3-on-1 in the Lions' favor. Corey Wright's going to shoot and score.
There you go, Corey.
So we wish we could give you some background or some interesting tidbits about the Wisconsin Frost, but you now know as much as we do. Brandon Mitchell with it. He'll shoot. No, won't go. Ball's knocked down, out of bounds. Last touch by the Lions. So it will stay with the Wisconsin Frost.
That's off of Corey Wright. Knocked it out of the Frost hands.
And foul is called. No.
Timeout?
See, he wanted 7 seconds on the shot clock. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, that wasn't good.
Mike Carter shoots. No, won't go. Rebounded by Preston Roberts. Puts it up and in for 2 for the Lions. 10-2 Lions in the lead.
Yeah, I think Preston Roberts is hungry for some boards in this game, too.
Yeah. We've dipped under 9 minutes left in the first quarter. That shot is up, no good. Eventually rebounded by Cam. Yet another fast break. No, Preston Roberts going to slow it down. Underneath to Mike Carter. That'll be a foul on Brandon Mitchell. So we'll see if they call it on the floor. It looks like they're going to call it a shooting foul, and Michael Carter will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Indiana Lions.
Looks like Mike's got some new kicks on
Yeah,
today.
it does.
Kind of a
light blue.
Yeah, turquoise, kind of tealish.
Yeah.
Something or other.
Substitution for the Wisconsin Frost. Donnell Jones is going to get a break. Tion Bigby comes in, and he is wearing number 6 for the Frost. Donnell, Tion, and
Brandon.
I was stuck on Bradley. I knew that wasn't right. Are all Indiana Lions. Preston Roberts knocks it out. It'll stay with the Frost. So apparently, if you're just joining us, apparently the Frost have some guys on the way. I don't know, but we have 3 Lions playing for the Frost, so we could get this game started.
Yeah, the only word we got was that evidently they're still on the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pass goes out of bounds over to the Indiana Lions. Quick toss, yet another fast break. Mike Carter can't get the shot to go, but that's because he was fouled. And I'm fairly certain he will be going to the line again. 12-2, Indiana Lions in the lead. 8:29 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, we have that. We have a bad sunlight down at this end of the court again.
Fabulous.
Okay, Carter. Let's sink some free throws. Make the most of your playing opportunity.
First shot up, first shot good. Second shot up, second shot good.
Yep, his style has Bill Cartwright written all over it.
14-2, Lions in the lead. 8:20 and counting. Shot is up, shot is good. That's a three-pointer by Brandon Mitchell.
There you go, Brandon.
14-5 now, Lions in the lead. Jordan Heidelberg over to Cam. Back to Jordan. Jordan thinks about a 3, decides against it. He's going to dribble around a little bit. Now he's going to drive to the basket, shoot, score. Frost bring it up the floor. 2-point shot, up, good, whistle on the floor.
Oh, call a travel on that one.
Oh, okay. And with 7:43 left in the first quarter, we've reached our first media timeout. Indiana Lions 16, Wisconsin Frost 5, and Jim and I will be back in a moment. Welcome back to Bostic Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana. As we come out of the first media timeout, there is 7:43 left in the frame. And it is 16-5, Indiana Lions in the lead. Lions in white, Wisconsin Frost, and 3 Indiana Lions playing for Wisconsin Frost in blue. Mike Carter, no, won't go in, but it's tipped in by Corey Wright.
Good strong drive to the hoop, Mike Carter.
Yes,
and
nice
good
cleanup by Corey Wright.
Great cleanup, Corey Wright.
Three-pointer by number 0, up no good for the Frost, rebounded by Jordan Heidelberg. Jordan over to Corey. Oh boy, that was, Corey had no intentions of stopping, and he scored. Tion Bigby with it for the Frost. He's guarded closely by Mike Carter. Mike plays pesty defense on the regular, so he's not toning it down for one of his teammates.
Oh.
Tion Bigby's shot, come on, mouth, was no good and goes out of bounds over to the Lions. Corey Wright to Preston Roberts.
Donnell Jones playing some fierce defense over there in the corner.
Blocked there by number 13 for the Frost. Passes it over, and it's knocked out of bounds. Did they award that to the Lions?
They did.
My.
I don't know.
Oh my!
That's what number 10 is.
Yeah, and I think the Frost have a legitimate beef on that one. Corey Wright's shot up and good.
Corey Wright.
22-5, and it sure looked to me like the Lions were the last to touch it on that previous possession. Donnell Jones fires up a long 2. It won't go. Number 10 drives to the basket. Number 13 finally gets it up and in for the boys in blue.
You know, I like the way these guys aren't just going to stand outside and just chuck up threes all game.
Yep.
They're trying to drive it to the hoop.
Nifty move there by Preston Roberts.
Nice move, Preston Roberts.
Shoots and scores.
See how many highlights we can get out of that young man today.
Yeah.
All right, Jordan Heidelberg, what you going to do with it?
Mike Carter can't get his shot to go.
Oh.
Corey Wright shoots and scores.
Oh, 3D.
All right.
That is a 3D light.
Cam's three-pointer won't go. 3D light is still on. Now it's not. Preston Roberts tried to save it. Ball goes out of bounds. Tion Bigby going to inbound for the Wisconsin Frost.
Yeah.
Hands it off to Donnell Jones.
Mike Carter caught him off guard.
Yeah.
Made the quick steal.
Foul on the floor called against Jordan Heidelberg. And we've got substitutions for the Indiana Lions. Eric Messer wearing number 2. He enters the game. Preston Case apparently is wearing 25 today, even though the scorebook said 24. And Corey Wright and Preston Roberts going to have a seat.
Sure Preston's not the random assassin when he gets assigned a jersey?
No kidding. Jordan Heidelberg shoots and scores. Lions up by 3 touchdowns as we pass the 5-minute mark left in the first quarter. 28-7. Number 0 for the Frost with it. Throws it over to a teammate. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Jordan Heidelberg. Over to Eric Messer. Eric's going to drive to the basket, shoot, and score.
There you go, Eric Messer. Yeah, I think Eric needs to spend a little more time on the inside instead of trying all the threes he's been shooting up there.
Timeout on the floor. It was initially called by Wisconsin Frost, but we're about 34 seconds away from our second media timeout. So Jim and I will take a break and we'll be back. are back at Bostic Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana. Frost with the ball. They bring it up the floor. Number 0 with it. Guarded loosely by Eric Messer. Long throw across the court. Teammate shoots it up. Three-pointer no good. Donnell Jones there with the offensive board. The putback won't go. Yet another putback won't go until 13 finally gets it in and draws the foul.
Who wanted it more on that one?
Yep. Eric Messer called for the infraction. Number 13 will go to the line and shoot 2 for the Wisconsin Frost.
Yeah, way to crash the boards, Donnell Jones and number 13.
Yep. First shot up. Good. Oh, that was his only shot. Goodness sakes. All right. Preston Case with it. He's going to fire up a 3. Got it. The silent assassin from sniper range. Number 10, double covered, gets the ball stolen by Preston Case. And Tion shoves Jordan out of bounds. I don't think that's legal.
Yeah, it was a love tap. Love tap upside the head.
Yep. So ball will indeed stay with the Lions. This broadcast is brought to you by Mission 22. Mission 22 is a fantastic organization that fights against veteran suicide. They provide veterans with a whole bunch of services to make their transition back to civilian life as easy as possible. And we appreciate what they do, not only for this broadcast, but what they do in general very, very much.
And learn more about them on the halftime commercials.
Absolutely.
Stick around and, learn more about them.
Yep, we put together a special halftime presentation for you in our thanks to Mission 22. And we hope that instead of walking away from the screen for halftime, you just stay and listen. And if you know any veterans or are one yourself, let them know about Mission 22. Shot is up and good by number 13 for Wisconsin Frost. And here come the Lions, holding a 38-12 lead. Eric Messer from three-point range won't go.
Oh.
I guess if Eric's going to try to find his groove again, this is the game to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of wish that he would fake that three-pointer and make a drive around his defender and, catch him off guard that way.
I know he was frustrated after last Sunday's game because he did not have a great shooting percentage, and he knew it.
I don't think he was the only one.
No, and he was frustrated. We chatted with him a little bit afterwards, and so I don't blame him for trying to get his mojo back.
Yeah.
He's hot. He's lethal.
You got to gain some confidence, or else you're just going to stay stagnant like that all season long, and it wears on you.
Yep. Vision Vince Hill brings it up the floor, passes to Phil, but Phil gets clobbered as he shoots. It won't go. Nothing called on the floor. Number 0 for Frost. Shoots. Got it. That was a nice move.
Yeah, nice move. Take it to the middle.
38-14. 2:10 left in the first quarter and counting. Eric Messer bringing the ball up the floor. Yeah, I think last Sunday was a bit of a shocker, but that Maysville Miners team was really good.
They were.
And I'm sure most people know by now how that game ended.
Yeah.
This heart-stopping fashion. The three-pointer there is buried by Brandon Mitchell.
Yep. Good luck to Maysville this season.
Yeah, really liked seeing him. And, I came away from that game. Preston Case from sniper range.
There, he's getting warmed up.
I came away from that game actually happy that we lost at home to an expansion team early in the season, because the last time that happened was against the Excelsior Springs Scream, and that was in the 22-23 season, and the Lions went on to win the championship. So I will take all the omens I can get.
And who won the championship last year?
Who cares? Shot is up, shot is good. Donnell gets absolutely obliterated by 3 of his teammates, and so he will go to the line. The Lions showing Donnell no mercy. Said, "You're wearing blue, buddy, so you're fair game."
Yep. Yep, we are enemies right now.
That's right. We'll be friends after this is over, but
Yeah.
right now.
Phil Bessick got the sherbet flow going on his feet.
Oh, yeah, he does. Donnell can't get his shot to go, and Doc Swift is showing him no mercy either.
He's probably never had that before. He's usually.
Doc gets him again.
I didn't even think. It didn't even dawn on me that that's what he was doing.
Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Frost.
And without batting an eye, Donnell just plays the game. He
Yep.
knows what's up.
That's right. Number 0 kicks it out to that's Tion underneath to 0 again. 0's going to shoot. Won't go.
Oh, nice little fadeaway.
There. And finally gets the
good
board
position.
And the tip in.
Oh, and they're going to call Preston Case for the over the back on that one. Give him an and one, number 13.
Yeah.
And we have 3 Lions on the court for the Frost at the moment.
Yep.
So 8 Lions on the court.
And it's not a penalty.
And 2 Frost, yeah.
Or foul.
As long as they got the right, yeah. Now, I wonder what would have happened if they had, 2 tremendously good guys, and they ended up beating the Lions with 3 of their own guys.
Their own guys, yeah. I think those 3 guys would be disowned.
Yeah, they
Phil
probably
Bessick
would.
By himself shoots the scores.
Yep, find the open man. Yeah, this is the kind of game you work on fundamentals, fellas.
Yep.
Yeah, you get those inside cuts and work on the layups. You don't do the fancy crap that missing dunks and things of that nature. Yeah, work on being a team in this game. Got to come back from a pretty bad loss last weekend.
Gerald Campbell shoots, won't go in. Rebounded by Donnell Jones for the Wisconsin Frost. Oops. That was tipped by Vince Hill. Nevertheless, it killed the rest of the clock in the first quarter, and we end the first 12 with the Indiana Lions clinging to a 43-20 lead. And we'll be back. Welcome back to Bostic Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana, as we get set to start the second quarter in this battle between the Indiana Lions and a few of the Wisconsin Frost and a few of the Indiana Lions. This broadcast is brought to you by Mission 22, leading the fight against veteran suicide. Learn more about Mission 22 at mission22.com, or stick around and watch our halftime presentation because we put a special one together for this day. Thank you very much to Mission 22 for everything you do and for the sponsorship of this broadcast.
Yeah, that's a big need that's
absolutely
needs to be filled.
Phil Bessick shoots. No, that didn't go in, did it? No.
No. No, I think he grazed the rim at least.
Yeah. Donnell Jones over to Brandon Mitchell. Brandon's trapped.
Oh!
He tries to throw it off Phil's feet, and then Vision grabs it. Vince Hill
Vision Hill
outnumbered 3-1, but he
way.
doesn't care.
Just take it all the way and take it up strong. That's all you got to do.
He's got the vision.
Well, at least you can see the hoop.
Yeah, which is more than I can, obviously.
Yeah.
Shot won't go. Here come the Lions. Gerald Campbell with it. Over to Phil Bessick in his sherbet shoes. Nope. Over to Vision. Shoots off the top of the backboard. Normally that would be a dead ball, but yeah, whatever. Number 0 shoots for the Frost. Won't go. Donnell with the rebound. He fires up a 2. That is a 2. He was stepping on the line.
Oh, he was? Okay.
Yep.
Looked
The
like a 3 from
referee
here.
immediately indicated it, and I'm
Gotcha. I'm kind of thinking that the Lions on the Frost team have outscored the Frost on the Frost team.
I think so. Phil can't get his own shot to go, so he just goes ahead and gets his own
Oh,
rebound.
come on, Phil. Put it up. Oh, that's got to frustrate Phil.
Frost get it. Shoot. Nope. Tried to get it over Preston Case, but that didn't work out well. And here comes Vince Hill. Lions passing it around. This is Eric Messer with it.
Well, Eric, I want to see you drive. I want to see you drive.
Vision with the shot. Won't go. Rebounded by Donnell Jones. Donnell only 5'9", but he's got about a 19-foot vertical leap.
Yeah, pretty close.
Number 10 to the hoop. That was an ill-advised shot. He went. I couldn't do any better, so I should just shut my mouth.
Try to make the reverse and a little too much spin on the ball.
Yep. Phil Bessick lays it up and in for 2.
There you go, Phil. Phil just needs a little more confidence in the, being down low. That last game kind of was not good for any of them.
Right.
Tion, Big B, lost the handle.
Vince Hill, Gerald Campbell, nobody near Cam. Cam can't get a shot to go, though.
Oh, Cam.
Rebounded by Tion Bigby.
Cam's been letting the other guys eat today.
Yeah. Shot is up, shot is good by Brandon Mitchell. Phil Bessick gives him a little bump in the back, saying, yeah, don't think we're friends either.
Yeah.
Until
maybe.
after this one's over.
Yeah, maybe in about an hour and 10 minutes.
Well, Phil Bessick, no, his pass gets picked off.
Oh, Phil.
Number 0 all by himself. I think he's got this one. There he goes. Lays it up and in nicely. 2 for the Wisconsin Frost. And the Indiana Lions call timeout. With 8:46 left in the second quarter, we'll go ahead and treat this as media timeout, and we will be back. Welcome back to Boston Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana. As we come out of what we took as a media timeout.
We have a T. Williams sighting.
That is indeed Mr. Williams wearing number 7 for the Indiana Lions. And that was Phil Bessick for 3.
Phil!
So T. Williams has apparently returned to the Pride. Good to see T again. Donnell with it. He'll shoot. A little bit short. Oh, but he gets the rebound after it gets tipped around a little bit. This is Tion Bigby. Got it. 2 for the Frost.
All right, guys. Yeah. Just pick some good shots and let's keep a game of this. Make a game of it.
Yep. Eric Messer with it. Throws it across the court to the silent assassin. Over to Phil. Phil back to the Preston. Silent assassin. Nope, that short shot was a little short.
Yep, and bear with us, folks, down at that end of the court. We got about 5 more minutes of sunlight, and then it's
yeah.
Then we'll be good.
We've asked for assistance with that, but
I'm done asking.
For whatever reason, it doesn't happen.
We can't keep the door closed.
Yeah, or put up
hang a banner
or something to
or
block
somebody
it.
stand in front of it.
Yeah. So anyway, not missing much. Oh, except Donnell blocking the ball there.
Holy cow, Donnell.
And that was Tiger Guillory who got blocked.
Little embarrassing there.
Yeah.
He'll be all right.
Tiger forgot that Donnell has hops. Tiger can't get his shot to go. It's rebounded by Brandon Mitchell. Brandon brings the ball up the floor. This does make it an easy game to call, Jim. I don't have to worry about screwing up names.
Well, kind of.
Well, I'm sure I will screw up names.
You don't have to worry about screwing up names of guys you don't know.
Right, yes.
Yeah, now you just have to worry
Preston Case from sniper range.
Nice.
I was just about to say
the random assassin.
Yeah, I was just about to say I'm always good for calling Preston Case Preston Roberts a few times. So.
Yeah, well, just don't call him Preston Smith like I did.
That's right, yeah. Number 10 with a long three. A little bit too long. Rebounded by Phil.
That might have been a little bit out of his range.
Not only are the Frost underhanded, or not underhanded, darn it, they are not underhanded. They're
underhanded. Sounds like Snidely Whiplash coming in to foil Bullwinkle.
I was going for either undermanned or shorthanded, and I
just add them together. And yeah, exactly.
Not only do they not have many players here, they don't have a lot of size here, and the Lions are just swallowing them up.
Yeah, I think they really only have.
Clock violation.
No, that was an inadvertent whistle, but they're going to have to blow it because the guys kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to have to wave it in. Yeah, I think number 13 is the only guy on the Frost court today that is over 6 feet.
I believe so. I
can't tell from this perspective, but
if Tion is 6 feet, I'd be surprised. And I don't have his player card memorized, but I don't think Tion is 6 feet tall, and he looks to be the tallest guy on the floor for the Frost when number 13's not in there. Foul's called. T. Williams going to the line. T grew his hair out.
Yeah.
Or he's got a little different style anyway. T shoots and scores.
Got the ponytail going. See if Sampson can keep his strength and make the second one.
David Coward, Tracy Ganow entered the game for the Indiana Lions. Preston the silent assassin Case.
Got the rebound.
And somebody else came out. Eric Messer came out.
The officials are looking at each other. Who's going to get the ball? I thought that was off T. Williams, but maybe. Okay, maybe not.
And the inbound from the side are the Indiana Lions. Phil Bessick's specifically.
All right, time for a conference.
Well, referees are making sure they got it all right, and they're comfortable with that. Okay. So, Coward gets the ball knocked away by Donnell, and Donnell is frustrating his teammates here. He shoots, he gets fouled. Was it Tracy Ganow?
Yeah, I think that was Tracy. Get the foul called on him.
We will find out. Yes, indeed. Referee holds up 14. That is Tracy Ganow. Donnell Jones will now go to the line and shoot two. 5:45 left in the second quarter. It is 54-31 now after Donnell hits his first shot. Lions in the lead. Indiana Lions in white. Wisconsin Frost in blue. And this broadcast is brought to you by Mission 22. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Donnell's good on both of them. And so it is now 54-32, Lions in the lead. T. Williams bringing it up the floor. Little spin move there. He'll shoot. Nope, a little bit too long. Gets his own rebound almost. And look out. Donnell's on the loose. He shoots. He scores.
Yeah, Donnell. Thought better trying to go for the jam. He's about 2 inches away.
Phil Bessick for 3 points.
Now he's getting a hot hand.
David Coward with the assist on that one. And the Frost bring it up the floor. So Brandon Mitchell shoots and scores. 3 from long range.
Yeah. keeping it interesting.
David Coward brings it across the timeline. He's guarded by number 10. Throws it over to T. Williams. T shoots. Nope, short. Rebounded by number 0.
Team might have a little rust. He's still got to shake off.
Could be. 0 wanted the foul, didn't get it. And Phil Bessick got the rebound. That is Tiger Guillory. No, his three-pointer goes in and out, spits out the top of the rim. Donnell Jones, number 10. Number 10 does draw the foul there from T. Williams.
Yeah, T. Williams with the foul.
So number 10 will go to the line and shoot 2 for the Wisconsin Frost. 4:33 left in the frame. 57-37, Lions up by 20. Shot is up, no good. Jim raised an interesting point at our last break. I don't know if this is going to count in the standings.
I mean,
with only 3 Frost players and 3 Lions players playing for the Frost, I don't know how that works in the standings.
I would think that technically at this point in the season, it'll count if the Frost want to play with guys they've never played with before, which
right.
would be, they just happen to be Lions.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a sanctioned game.
Okay. Well,
I mean, because you got some teams that show up in the playoffs without guys. Just saying.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll just call it a waiver.
David Coward gets the ball knocked out of his hands. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lions. Now, Donnell, Brandon, and Tion are all playing as if they are members of the Frost. They are not going lightly.
They're working hard. I mean, they got, they get the fewest minutes of the Lions when the Lions are playing.
Right.
So this is an opportunity for them to show their stuff and maybe, maybe get a little bit of payback for those shoves in practice.
That's right.
Yeah. If nothing else, put a little egg on the Lions' faces. The Lions really just don't have anything to – well, the Lions have more to lose than these 3 guys do.
Right, yeah.
By playing them on the other team.
Exactly. Yep. Number 0 with it. Nope. Kicks it out to Brandon Mitchell. Brandon Mitchell from way downtown, and he doesn't get it to go. T. Williams with it. Over to Tracy. Back to T. Over to David. Nice move there by David. Passes the ball over there to Phil. Underneath to Tiger. And I believe everybody on the floor
play, fellas.
wearing white touched the ball on that possession.
Pass it around. Get a good look like that.
Yeah. Donnell Jones. No, won't go.
Oh.
Rebounded by Tracy Ganow, who is at least 3 times taller than anybody in a Frost uniform.
Pretty much.
His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by number 10. Down to number 0. Stolen by David Coward. David brings it up the floor. Donnell's in hot pursuit, but breaks off. Tiger Guillory. No, a little bit short. Number 10 gets the rebound.
Yeah, Tracy
Number
Ganow
10 runs into Tiger down there, loses the ball. Tiger swoops it up, gets the steal on that one. David Coward shoots and scores.
Tracy Ganow should be getting every rebound on the court right now.
I would think so.
He's 6'9", and he's got at least a half a foot, if not more than that, on everybody on the Frost team.
Yeah, he was at an awkward angle on that one, just the way the ball came off the rim, I think. And 2:24 left in the second quarter. Referee calls a media timeout. We have a score of 61-38. Lions in the lead, and Jim and I will be back in a moment. Welcome back to Bostic Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana, as we come out of the second media timeout of the second quarter. Indiana Lyons up on the Wisconsin Frost, 61-38. And let's see who's coming out on the floor for the Lions. Tracy Ganow, Tiger Guillory, David Coward, T. Williams, and Mr. Philip Bessick. Here come the Lions. T. Williams with it. He gets it over the timeline, no problem. Here comes David Coward. He gets it blocked by Donnell. Whoa! Oh, you know Donnell's going to want to highlight it.
And they're calling that just out of bounds. Yeah. That was not a foul.
That was not a foul. That was a legit block by Donnell Jones.
Hell, Donnell with his 5'9", he's shorter than I am.
Yeah, we'll see how much David Coward wants to pay us to not make a clip of that.
It's the scrappiness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Donnell, I didn't have my. You can make a clip of it and then play it back in slow motion. Slap it on YouTube and call it a replay if you want to.
That's right. Shot won't go. David Coward does get the rebound there.
What happened?
We got a foul on number 10 for the Frost. Yeah, okay. Donnell Jones has been one of my favorite human beings and favorite player because I just like how he's small. He's an inch taller than I am.
He tries hard.
Yeah, he does.
He's got a great attitude.
He's at everything. Practice, community events, games.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Three-pointer there by Phil Bessick. Got a great attitude.
He knows he's never going to be 6'10".
Sure.
He just likes to play ball.
Yep. And his vertical leap is just unbelievable.
He is kind of springy and pretty scrappy.
Yep. Antonio Toppin got an action shot of him during a game.
T. Williams.
A couple seasons ago in midair as he shot, and it's just astounding how far up in the area Donnell is. David Coward needs some help. Tion Bigby's smothering him. Over to Tiger Guillory, over to T. T bringing it in. He'll shoot. He'll score.
Way to muscle it in there. Yeah, T using his height to his advantage. That's, he's a little bit taller than the other guards the Lions have on their roster.
Well, timeout called by the Frost. 55.3 seconds left. 68-38. And, Jim, I don't think we ever played the ABA rules video.
We can do that. Let's go ahead.
In the ABA, a player has 7 seconds to get the ball across half court. And if he does not, that is a backcourt violation. Players foul out on their 7th foul, but they can return in overtime. Half-court basket is worth 4 points. And if there's a turnover in the backcourt for any reason, such as not getting the ball across the court in 7 seconds, the 3D light comes on, and you add a point to any shot that is made on that possession. You add a free throw attempt to any shooting foul that is called on that possession.
And if you shoot it from half court with a hook shot,
with the 3D light on, it's a 5-point play.
Yeah, and we'll give you 3 more points for trying. What do you call that in diving, where you get the execution and then the style points?
Yep.
Yeah, so 5 for the shot and 3 for the style points.
That's right. So those are some of the unique ABA rules that make this the game, not this particular game, but the ABA game, fast-moving, high-scoring, and kind of interesting. So as things come up that are not what you normally see in traditional basketball, we will certainly let you know, and we'll walk you through it.
If we know what they're doing.
Shot won't go for the Frost. Tiger Guillory with the rebound. There's T. Williams, shoots and scores.
Because just about every game, something happens that we went, whoa, what happened?
Yeah. Ball gets knocked away, and Tiger can't get his feet back in bounds before the ball goes out of bounds. He tried, but his momentum was carrying him toward the bench.
And Tiger Guillory, he used to play for
Louisville Pros.
Louisville Pros, okay.
Yeah, and I want to say before they went to Louisville, they were the Naptown Pros, and I want to say he played for the Naptown also.
So he was right here in Indy.
Yeah. Donnell Jones shoots, no, but he draws the foul. I believe against David Coward. Yes, indeed. So Donnell will go in the line to shoot 2. So, yeah, when Tiger joined the Lions last weekend, I could have sworn that his name sounded really familiar when I asked assistant coach Maisha Richmond about him. That's what she told me, and I thought, that's why I know that name.
Yeah, I had to do a Google search.
Yep, Doc Swift just
He's
hammers Donnell again after a missed free throw.
Treat him like an opposing player.
Absolutely.
Just like everybody else.
Oh, that one hits all kinds of the inside of the rim and then spits out.
Could not get the friendly roll.
I guess Doc appreciated the effort on that one because he didn't send any sound effects.
Lions taking a timeout.
Yeah, 12.6 left in the frame, 70-38. And it's been an interesting day.
I think Tracy, the official, is saying he's got his maracas that he's rattling.
Tracy is a very demonstrative referee, and we'd like to have fun with that and imagine what he's calling down there.
Yeah. Now he's now he's saying you take the dough, and when you
when you
mold
need
it, you mold it, knead it a little bit, then you hug it, and you squeeze it.
It's nice of him to share his baking tips.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then you roll it with a rolling pin, and that's what you got.
Yep. Tracy's a super nice guy. We just like to have fun at his demonstrativeness. Is that even a word?
Sure. We'll call Miriam up and
yeah, that's right.
See what they say.
All right, coming out of the timeout. Looks like the same 5 on the floor for the Lions.
It is.
Probably the same 5 for the Frost because they only have 6. And 3 of them are Lions.
And at this point, I'm kind of thinking the rest of the Frost aren't coming.
I'm thinking that too.
Maybe they got to Chicago, had too good a time, and decided to just stay there.
Phil Bessick with the buzzer beater 3. What a shot by Phillip.
Well.
Nicely done. And we go to halftime, 73-38 in this broadcast brought to you by Mission 22. And we would sure like you to stay and watch the halftime presentation that Jim's about to fire up, and we'll see you in a bit.
Mission 22 is dedicated to unite the country in the war against veteran suicide. Bringing our veterans home is every American's job. Ambassadors are creating impact in their community across the country. Mission 22 has comprehensive treatment programs for post-traumatic stress and traumatic brain injury at no cost to veterans. This is an American issue. No matter where you stand, there's a place for your support. Visit mission22.com to learn more.
1, 2, 3. Love it, Molly.
They say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far, I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you.
Brother, it's good to see you.
My love is a river long, the best ride in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home. I'm making my way.
You know, everyone wants to go back to who they were. You know, my memories of what was fun, what I liked, who I was, like that's what I want to go back to when this is finished. That's insane. You can't go back. Forward. That's the only way you can go. Is this a shame that, let's just say in a lifespan of 80 years, that 2 or 3 years is all you ever think about, or is your entire identity? There's so much more life to live, but it's overwhelmed and overshadowed by these small, powerful experiences. That experience filled up the whole existence of me. Those experiences aren't going to go away. So how do you heal that? You grow, and that experience stays the same size. And as you grow, instead of it becoming your identity, it becomes a small scar that you carry. Instead of becoming a massive deficit, it now becomes a story, an asset, a signal post. You're now qualified to help others, to bring healing.
One of the things we haven't really talked about a whole lot yet is the effect of trauma. And you've probably heard that word in all sorts of different contexts in the books that we read or people that we talk to. And if someone has experienced trauma of really any sort, one of the most important things that they need is to be seen again. The word intimacy is sort of, you could think of it as like into me you see. And so many people are lacking that today. And even that by itself over a long enough period of time can start to feel traumatic too. So one way of looking at this is through what's called the triad of depression. This was first elaborated by Aaron Beck. If you've ever heard of cognitive behavioral therapy, he was one of those guys. The triad of depression goes like this. I believe that the world is unfair. I believe that I don't have a future, that things are hopeless, and I don't believe I can do anything about it, right? I don't have any agency over my life. And all three of those can kind of be tethered into no one sees me, no one really cares how this outcome comes out for me, no one is giving me specific encouragement of who I could become, right? A lot of that stems from just a simple lack of connection, like a fruit that's been picked off of the vine and no longer has nutrients going to it. Being seen and being recognized is one of the most fundamental human needs. With kids in the juvenile system, if they have an absent parent, whether physically gone or emotional absent, whatever it is, that child needs attention. It's human currency, right? Attention is the most powerful thing that moves our culture or moves the economy. You know, that's what advertising is. It's drawing people's attention towards a thing. Why is it important that a leather football crosses the line? Because we all give it attention and it has meaning for that. Now, what if we go without it? If I say attention-seeking behavior, you immediately probably think of something negative, right? Where even a child would prefer to be put into the juvenile system because at least there they're getting some type of attention, even if it's negative. It's kind of a sad state of affairs, but it's absolutely the case that that currency is so important to us that we'll be willing to do just about anything to get it. It might be hard to understate the effectiveness of someone just being seen when it comes to all of the mental health issues that we're encountering right now. We have a healthcare system which may lead one to feel like they're not really being listened to. When a physician, for example, has 10 to 15 minutes to make a diagnosis and send somebody on their way, are they really being paid attention to? We have so many substitutes that can keep us isolated from other human beings, and for a little while it sort of kind of works. With all the things that we have on screens available to us, the risk of going out and making a connection can be sort of left alone if we just are by ourselves, but really there's a risk to each. The big risk of trying to know other people, if you're somebody who is struggling with isolation, is that other people really don't know how to connect or listen to you. Have you ever been in a conversation where there's sort of the me monster, where, you know, you share something and it's like, oh, well, let me tell you this. And then it's like, well, okay, well, I guess you're not really that interested in me, right? This is true for a lot of people, but for veterans as well, there's the story on the heart of what I went through, and I really just don't think other people can see things my way because I've seen things that my counterparts just haven't. Yeah, there's certainly some truth to that, but one of the difficulties is that you still need to be seen in that, if not fully comprehended. In order to be empathetic with somebody else, you don't necessarily need to have had that same person's experience, but one needs to allow themselves to be open to just listening, to connecting with whatever that is, without needing to put a label on it, without needing to have some type of fix for it, because often the fix in itself is just being able to connect on a deeper level with another human. By voluntarily giving up some of our attention to someone else, one of the most finite resources that we have, that is an extraordinarily valuable thing. That for someone who's gone through trauma, who maybe is in the throes of depression, who doesn't think the world is fair, who doesn't think there's hope in the future, and who doesn't think they can do anything about it, by being given that attention and perhaps even that encouragement, that begins to sort of undo that. Like, oh, maybe people do care about how my life turns out. Maybe there is something within me that can do this. Maybe I can practice my agency once again in a relationship where I can actually trust the other person. A lot of action can get shut down just simply by I don't trust anyone. How do you square the circle of I desperately need positive human attention and affection, yet I don't trust anyone to give that to me? Well, it's through attunement. It's through listening deeper. And that's what we're trying to do here.
I was working for a little newspaper in Iowa, covering local sports and daily news around the small community. I had something else I wanted to say. I spent the past 20 years working as a conflict photographer. I covered the war in Sierra Leone, Congo, Kosovo, the last decade in Iraq and Afghanistan. Every bad thing that was going on. You go there to do something very personal. You don't feel that you're important, you just feel that you want to see something yourself, and then you find that you're one of the few people who are willing to be there, and you start to understand that you have a more important purpose than floating through a place. I came back to find that more of our military men and women are dying from suicide than from war. It haunts you. I thought I was going to cover war in a broad way. I ended up hanging around with a bunch of young guys in their 20s. They were my friends and they were my protectors. Felt that I learned what a soldier was and learned about my own country again through these guys. These are young guys, and they became somebody out there. New friends, nickname. They grew. They gained 40 pounds of muscle. They were boys. They came home men, and then get back, and now what?
The human is made to be in community with others. We're not made to be in isolation. But the convenience, the ease, and the demands of our lives make isolation easier and easier, and eventually it's over. It's gone. There's no real relationships. We've driven ourselves into these silos of virtual reality, separate from each other while longing for each other. And then not having that takes a toll, not only on our culture, but also on our hearts and our minds and our general well-being. Mental health crisis is on the rise, teenage depression is on the rise, suicide rates in so many demographics is on the rise. People are having to work twice as hard to buy half as much, and so they're spending less and less time in community with other people. Social media is a substitute for deep and meaningful relationships, but Anything that's a substitute, you always need more of, and it never actually fulfills. It's so easy just to swipe something away. It's so easy to delete or to block. But in real life, you can't be done that way. No matter how much social media we consume, that human need for connection can never be replicated. What we need as veterans and as a country as a whole is each other. We need purpose, we need community, we need family, we need time together that's not rushed, and it's just not happening. When I got out of the military, it just sort of like crept up on me how isolated I felt. My friends were gone, the military was gone, my purpose was gone. I felt separate. I felt a disconnection. No matter what I did or how I acted or how I moved through the world, it just felt off. Not just for me, but a lot of veterans I know. In my experience as the founder of Mission 22 and as a 3-tour veteran, I've realized that civilians struggle with lack of community, lack of deep, meaningful friendships, just as much as veterans. I think the thing for veterans is that they had it once. And it's so demoralizing when it's gone, and it's so difficult to rebuild it, if impossible at times. Learning how to actually form deep connections isn't as simply as just wishing to. Sometimes it's a matter of actually learning how to. What if there was a way to really be in community? What if there was a way to have closer friendships? To know if one of your friends is suicidal? To actually feel how your spouse is doing? Are they depressed? Are they sad? Are they overwhelmed? What if we shifted our lives and prioritized the people in our lives and not only tell them that you're there for them, but actually show them? It's extremely difficult to feel alone and isolated. It's often even harder to see someone else feel alone and isolated. A lot of people feel powerless when someone that they love is struggling. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a pastor. But the truth is that all of us have the ability to listen, to pay attention, to share in someone's suffering or their joy. And those relationships don't all have to be professionalized. What we've learned at Mission 22 is that some very simple skills that can bring us closer to each other, help heal broken relationships, and bring purpose into people's lives. In a world so desperate for connection, you can learn how to be somebody who offers that, and you can make a difference in somebody's life.
And we are back in Bosick Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana. They shortened the halftime on us from the 15 minutes that we've normally had down to 12. And we felt it was far more important to bring you the message from Mission 22, who so generously sponsored our broadcast, than it was to bring you the first couple minutes of the third quarter, in which you missed a layup by Gerald Campbell.
And I think
that's it.
the Frost must have scored at this end.
Okay. Well,
but anyway,
78-40, Lions in the lead. No more Wisconsin Frost players have showed up, so it is what it is. So thank you so much, Mission 22, for everything that you do for our veterans. We appreciate you so much and appreciate how you take care of the individuals who defend our freedom.
I think the Frost got cold feet.
Probably. Layup up and good by the Frost, number 0.
Come on, Cameron.
We're just under 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Corey Wright to the hoop. Shoots and scores. Number 0 with it for the Frost. He'll put up a long 2. It's a little bit too long. Rebounded by Jordan Heidelberg. Jordan will bring it up the floor. He shoots. He scores. So the Lions have stretched their lead out to 40 against a shorthanded Wisconsin Frost team that currently has 2 Indiana Lions playing for them on the floor and a third on the bench right now. Shot won't go by Brandon Mitchell, rebounded by Gerald Campbell. Corey Wright's all by himself. He alleys Preston Roberts. Preston decides to just kind of punch it in rather than slam it in.
Yeah.
That's a 3D
Oh!
play as the Frost turned it over in their backcourt. Jordan gets the layup. 2 for the bucket, 1 for the 3D light. Frost shoot and score.
Having a hard time keeping up here.
Yeah.
Had Jordan down at the other end. Okay.
Mike Carter shoots and scores. Nice layup there by Michael. So we'll be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern Time as the Midwest Monstars are coming to town from Chicago. And we certainly hope they bring more than 3 players. I didn't see who the foul was against.
Chicago.
So they've actually got a really cool logo. I like the Monstars logo. Oh, nice pick off there by Michael Carter. He'll bring it up the floor. We're at 8 minutes and counting in the third quarter.
Yeah, Mike is a runner, so he's gonna get it down the floor quick.
Yep. Ball stolen again by the Lions. Here comes Mike Carter. Layup up and good.
Had Preston Roberts there licking his chops. He was ready for a highlight.
Yep. 7:40 left in the third quarter. We've reached our first media timeout, and Jim and I will be back in a moment. Welcome back to Bosick Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana, as we come out of the first media timeout in the third quarter. Indiana Lions are barely leading, 91-44 in this one.
Doubled them up.
Yep. And here come the Frost, number 10 with it. Over to Tion Bigby, who has entered the game in a Frost uniform. Throws it to Brandon Mitchell. Back to Tion. Tion's going to fire up a 3. No, won't go. Rebounded there by Mike Carter. Gerald Campbell, long pass to Preston Roberts, a little bit too long. Preston can get up there, but that pass was really long. Brandon Mitchell shoots and scores, gets the three-pointer.
Okay, Brandon, we've been waiting for some sharp shooting from the outside from that young man this year.
Yeah. Oh, Carter's left all by himself underneath. Makes him pay with
Strong.
a 2-point shot.
Good move, Carter.
Ball gets knocked free. There's Preston Roberts against Tion Bigby. And Tion wins that one.
Oh,
nice spin move there by
with the
Tion.
D.
And
Preston was looking for a foul on that.
I'm not sure why the Frost player did that. Threw it right into Corey's stomach. And Corey was nowhere near the sideline.
Not sure what.
But it's going to be Frost ball. I'm very confused. I don't know what happened. Long shot up. No good. Rebounded by Corey Wright. So whatever happened. Didn't mean anything.
He may have stepped on the line or something down there in the corner. It was not easy to see. Corey Wright takes it all the way.
Yep. Long pass down the court to number 10 for the Frost. Navigates his way around, goes to the hoop, gets fouled by Corey. And number 10, Blue, will go to the line after being fouled by number 10, White. 6:04 left in the third quarter. First free throw up and good.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like basketball season yet.
No.
Yeah. Football season is here. Indiana Hoosiers, I believe they won again. I didn't get to see the end of the game, but
yes, and they won rather handily.
Stretch it out. That is
a text from my dad shortly before this game started, and said they won. I want to say it was like 31-17-ish, something along those lines.
Got the honor of having college game day in Bloomington today.
Yeah, that IU Hoosiers team, they're looking good so far this year.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a shocker if Alabama doesn't make the playoffs and Indiana does?
Yeah, that'll put the college football world on its head.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up in Washington State, in the hometown of Washington State University, who are also having a fantastic season. And so I always like seeing Washington lose. So that was doubly pleasurable for me. Not only did IU win, but the Huskies lost.
Good.
And the Cougars beat the Huskies this year in the Apple Cup. I just want to throw that out there.
In the Apple Cup. I bet there's fierce competition for the Apple Cup every year.
There is. It's bitter. And historically, whichever team has a worse record than the other likes to go out and destroy whatever bowl chances the better team has. So fortunately, that didn't happen this year.
Was that 7 seconds, I believe. That was 7 seconds.
All right, so the 3D light is on because of the 7-second violation. We'll get back to basketball here. I'll stop yakking about
3D
football.
light is on. Okay.
Jordan's three-pointer up, no good. Rebounded by Corey. Corey puts it up and in for 2, add 1 for the 3D light. Nice job there, Corey Wright. I am really liking the fact that he is back.
Yeah, I like, Corey needs to stay under the boards, get some boards, use some of that height.
Yep. Shot is up, shot is good. Oh, that was a 3D play also. Guess they get a rule the turnover started in the backcourt.
Well, we'll give him the +1 on that.
All right.
All right, the Lions putting a little full court pressure on.
Yep, Tion gets it across the timeline just in the nick of time. And we got a whistle on the floor. It appears that a foul was called. And Tion will go to the line to shoot 2. That will count toward the Wisconsin Frost.
Okay, Tion Bigby for the Wisconsin Frost at the line. Yeah, you are. There's nothing wrong with your YouTube channel right now.
Yeah, that just doesn't sound right.
Once again, we do have 3 Lions that are playing for the Frost today.
Yeah.
Due to lack of players on the Frost.
And all 3 of them are on the floor right now. Tion Bigby shoots, won't go. Rebounded by Corey Wright. And Doc Swift
gives him a little love. Yeah.
That's right. Showing Tion no mercy. And I believe
Preston Roberts with the good putback.
Yeah. 105-48. We're approaching the 4-minute mark in the third quarter. Tion Bigby shoots off the back of the rim, and Donnell escapes getting stomped by 2 Lions.
He's scrapping today.
Preston Roberts shoots and scores.
Oh, and they're going to go with the full court press, and the Frost are not in a hurry.
No. Tion gets it across. He'll shoot. Got it. Oh, that was a nice play there.
Running jumper.
By Tion Bigby.
Nice running jumper.
And
I think.
Ooh, he almost turned on the 3D light with a steal there. But instead, Corey Wright takes it in for 2.
Yeah, Tion down at this other end knows better than to take it down low when you get Cam in front of you. So he's going to pull up one way or another.
Yep, Donnell Jones from 3-point range.
Drains it. There you go. Attaboy, Donnell.
Jordan Heidelberg over to Corey Wright. Over to Preston Roberts. Preston's going to fire up a three, and he is going to make that three.
Leave him wide open.
Yep.
He's draining those all day.
Donnell can't get his shot to go. It's rebounded by Jordan Heidelberg. Over to Preston Roberts. He'll shoot from the free throw line, and it is good.
Coach trying to get Corey Wright to get down the floor a little bit quicker.
Yep. That's one of the dangers of a game like this is developing sloppy habits. And you don't want that when you've got the Monstars coming in tomorrow. And hopefully that is a 3D play for the Frost.
I believe it is.
Bucket is up and good.
Let's see what they.
So assuming it was an actual 3D play, that was 2 plus 1.
I'm going to give him 3D just for the heck of it.
Sure, why not? So anyway, hopefully the Monstars show up with a full roster and give the Lions a little bit more of a challenge than they've had today. So you certainly don't want to develop any bad habits. Three-pointer there, nicely done by number 0.
There you go.
You don't want to develop any bad habits in this game.
Yeah, and don't underestimate your opponent tomorrow.
No, exactly.
Yep, play like you're losing.
Three-pointer from Cam.
Cam just turns around and walks back down, says, yeah, all into these work.
Yeah. Not sure why Cam's still out there, risking injury, but
probably just trying to stay warm.
So. Well, it could be. That'll be a 3D play. Another 7-second violation by the Frost as Tion couldn't navigate his way around traffic quickly enough.
Where do they have to take it out? I think, half court. Should be half court.
Mike Carter does the honors. Now he does the honors. I don't know. We got people rumbling.
Over to Preston Roberts. Yeah, I wasn't sure who was on the court just then. It's kind of.
Oh, somebody showed up for the Frost wearing number 1 with just over a minute left in the third quarter.
Well, yeah.
Oh, and they've got a number 34 now, too.
Right. Maybe they went antiquing.
Could be. It's a whistle.
I'm going to turn that 3D light off. I left it on inadvertently.
47.1 seconds left.
I think all of us are trying to figure out what the heck's going on. They're going to have the Lions guys go back over to their bench now that they've got that the Frost have a full team.
I don't
all right,
know.
we got 2, 4, 6. What? Yeah, 2, 4, 6. We got 8 guys over here on the Frost bench now.
Hey,
they
got some
of them.
height. 34 looks pretty tall. He's got some cool orange and purple shoes on.
Yeah, we were questioning at halftime whether they may have inadvertently overlooked the time difference. But even then,
they missed by
would still
lot.
Be late. Yeah. Yeah. It's not Pacific time, fellas.
All right, so reinforcements have arrived for the Wisconsin Frost with 12 minutes, 47.1 seconds left in this game. So presumably we will no longer see Donnell Jones, Brendan Mitchell, and Tion Bigby on the floor, although you never know because these guys who just showed up for the Frost are ice cold.
34 coming in. Looks like he's got a big smile on his face, but looks like he's got a little height. But okay, let's see. Let's see if they can put a dent in this doubled up lead that the Lions have almost got on them.
Yep. 47.1 seconds in this quarter.
Yeah, when you're down by 61 and you're coming into fourth quarter, I don't think anybody's got a plan drawn up for that.
No. Tion Bigby's staying in the game.
Oh, and that is going to be
3D play. Jordan stole it in the backcourt, bounced it off of 34. It went out of bounds. Gerald Campbell, his shot won't go. Tion gets the rebound, kills the 3D.
Yeah.
Shot the other way by number 0, up and good for the Frost. Jordan Heidelberg with it.
Jordan doing a little dancing at the three-point line.
Yep. He's covered by all 5 Frosts, so he kicks it out to Cam. throws it back over to Jordan. Now he's completely uncovered, and he makes them pay.
There you go. Give him a nice wide open look like that, and Jordan can hit that 3 all day.
Yep. And this is a backcourt violation waiting to happen. Nope, they get it across. T on Bigby, got it, 3-pointer. Beats the buzzer, and that'll do it for the third frame. Indiana Lions hanging on to a 126-67 lead, and Jim and I will be back. Welcome back to Bosick Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana, as we come out, we are about to start the final 12 minutes of this contest between the Indiana Lions and now an entire roster full of Wisconsin Frost.
Things just got a little stranger.
Yep. Frost inbound.
Yeah, now that we have an entire Frost lineup going into the fourth quarter, we'll see
Number 30.
what kind of team they actually
have. He's a big guy, too.
Yeah, he's a big fella. And 34's got some height.
Yeah. These guys would have been useful in the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, probably would have helped.
Free throws up, no good. This is number 1. He is also new to this contest. I think the only one out there, or there's 2 out there, 0 and 13, who have been here the whole time.
And we still don't have a roster for anybody's name, so we're calling them by their numbers.
When you look up goat rodeo in the dictionary, this game is illustrated there.
Or herding cats.
Yes.
The epitome.
I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but assistant coach Maisha Richmond is out of town.
Yeah.
Miss you, Maisha.
Do you call that a personification of goat rodeo?
Yes.
Okay.
Personification.
Onomatopoeia.
Yes.
Bells, 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 bells. Yep, running out of things to chat about.
Yep. Watch out when the Minotaur streaming crew goes off the deep end.
Yeah, maybe we could do a couple mazes while this fourth quarter goes on.
Yeah, we probably could.
Actually, this fourth quarter may actually be the most competitive quarter we've got so far.
That's true.
Well, the good thing is you got 3 fresh set of legs on the Frost team, so
sure. Yeah, things are looking up if you're a Frost fan. Unfortunately, you're down by almost 60, so.
Yeah, Cam will take that.
Yep, 3-pointer there by Gerald Campbell.
You let him have it, he's going to take it. Yeah, Frost need to be careful with that 7-second shot clock.
Ball goes out of bounds. It'll go over to the Lions. Mike Carter playing some hellacious defense there.
And the official looked at him and said, let me do my job. I know whose ball it is.
Oh, nice block there by somebody. 13. I meant hellacious in a good way, Mike.
Oh,
so don't come back and smack me. One of the tall guys appeared to take 14 steps.
There goes Jordan Heidelberg.
Bloop. Preston Roberts, slam dunk.
Nice. Jordan's playing some good defense.
Yeah, he's had a good day.
He got the steal on that one and, took it down the court and unselfishly passed it off to his teammate to see what he would do with it.
Yep, 3-pointer there by number 0.
Okay.
Cam out to Preston Roberts. He'll shoot. Nope, too long. Rebounded by 30.
Got himself some space, though. Like the move.
Number 0 is all by himself down here. See if his teammates see him. Apparently not. 34 shot won't go. Rebounded by Preston Roberts. Zero's like, hey, come on, guys. I've been here the whole time, and I'm all by myself. And
Cam's going to take
Cam hits
another
a
three.
timeout on the floor called by Wisconsin Frost. 9:51 left in
I'll tell you
the
what,
final frame.
you want to take a look at some of Jordan Heidelberg's
Oh,
nifty
yeah.
defense? Let's see what we got here.
What you got?
This is where he picked it off in the third
Oh.
quarter.
Yeah.
Yep, that was a 3D light.
Nice.
Yep. And then Jordan unselfishly, just a minute or two ago with the, I guess the game started again, but we're all right.
All right. Oh, yeah. There's Preston Roberts.
Preston Roberts with the jam. Jordan Heidelberg with the assist.
Yep.
He'll take it. All right, let's get back to the game.
Okay. Preston Roberts, layup won't go, but he draws the foul. He'll be called against number 13 for Wisconsin Frost. And Preston Roberts will go to the line.
13 coming up on Halloween. Lucky
Yeah,
number
yeah.
13.
Yeah.
Or if he's got a black cat.
I don't know, but
And
he
a
was
witch's
lucky enough
hat.
to get here on time.
He was. He's probably looking at his teammates, and you guys are not going to get a Frosty after the game.
Exactly.
No Dairy Queen for you.
Nope. This broadcast is being brought to you by Mission 22, so we hope you at least enjoyed the halftime presentation. Was done entirely by Mission 22, and I just wanted to put together some of their videos that I watched. I watched a whole lot more than those videos that you saw, but those spoke to me, and really appreciate
Let's see what we got here.
Mission 22. Yeah, I bet Jim got
I did get
replay
a
on that.
highlight out of that. All right, Preston. Hadn't had one of those for a minute or two,
Yeah.
a game or two.
He feels better about doing it now when the Frost are fully staffed, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like before that, it was just mean.
Yeah, when they start coming back, then I'm going to open up a can on you.
That's right. T. Williams with it, kicks it out to the Silent Assassin. Oh, won't go. Yeah, that height would have. Oh, there's a 3D play.
Okay.
And Preston's shot won't go, but his follow-up will. So, 2 for the bucket.
Give him a +1.
1 for the 3D lights.
Who's your +1 for the dance?
Yeah.
Preston Roberts.
A blinking red light.
Okay.
140 to 73 in this nail biter. Oh, 143 to 73 in this nail biter.
Was that
Lions holding a
Preston
tiny
Case?
70-point lead. Yes, it was Preston Case, Silent Assassin.
Yeah, I bet the Frosts were wishing that their guys would have showed up a little quicker.
Yeah. Tiger Guillory coming in, Eric Messer coming in.
I tell you what,
Preston
let's take a
Roberts
look at
going
that
out.
jam at the other end while we're waiting on the ball to come back. Preston Roberts. Just a nice little jam.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy. Gets the deuce.
I missed what Terry was hollering because I was watching the replay.
I'm thinking somebody's probably taking timeout.
All right, 8:12 left in the fourth quarter. 143-73, Lions in the lead, and we'll be back.
I knew they were going to do that.
We are back. Bostic Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana. 8:12 left in this this basketball game between the Indiana Lions and the Wisconsin Frost.
Is this the nightmare before Halloween?
I think so. Definitely not going to have to worry about the synchronization of our clock on the video and the clock in the gym, although I think we have solved that.
I think today's game could be summed up as a cluster of goats.
Correct.
A
yes.
cluster of goat rodeos.
Yes. Lions passing it around. Preston Case, T. Williams, Phil Bessick, 3 points.
Phil Bessick. It's raining threes. Yeah, that's Phil's fourth today, I believe.
Oh, I don't know. The game started like 17 hours ago. I've lost track. Frost passing it around. 3-point shot up, wide left. Rebounded by Preston Case. Across the court, T. Williams left all by himself. Misses the entire apparatus.
Oh,
the
T.
ball will go over to the
Yeah,
Frost.
T needs a little rust knocked off there.
Yeah, and his teammates let him know about it. Ball is picked off by the Lions. T's not going to miss this one.
And at the same time, I am trying to remove a delay. It's messing up the camera. There we go.
Shot is up. 3-pointer is good by number 0 for the Wisconsin Frost, who was one of 3 guys to get here on time.
Is that how you're classifying people now?
Correct. On time and ridiculously late. So what would that be? OT and RL?
Sure.
All right.
We'll
number
go with that.
0 of the OT club gets it to go in for 3. He's heating up now that he's got sizable help.
Yeah, I think it was either. I think we've got it narrowed down to 3 options. Either A, they didn't take into account the time difference. Mm-hmm. B, they went to Danville, Illinois instead of Danville, Indiana.
Or Danville, California.
Or Danville, California. Or C, antiquing.
I'm going to go with antiquing.
I'm sticking with the antiquing.
That's a 3D play by the Frost.
Hey, you get a good deal on antiques and.
Shot won't go in, but number 1 of the RL club will shoot 3.
See if he's warmed up yet.
It was a 3D play because the ball was turned over by the Lions in their own backcourt. And then number 1 was fouled while he was shooting. So he gets a free throw attempt added to the 2 he would normally get.
You know, I guess the bad thing is 2 of your the 2 tallest guys you have on your team, as he misses the second, were late to the game, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of it. And he misses the third.
Yep. He only gets 1 out of 3, and according to Meatloaf, that is bad.
1 out of 3 is bad.
I think that's a 3D light again. I don't know. Basket's up.
It probably is. You know what?
Nobody seems to care. They only gave him 2.
The official scorebook has got wadded up gum in the corner. And
yep.
You know, number 30's got a Zion Williamson look to him.
Yeah, he does.
He's thick and broad-chested. I'm surprised he's not down low with 34.
Yeah, 34's got a little height on 30, but 30 definitely has mass on 34.
Yeah, 34 is giving Phil Bessick a run for his money on shoes of the game.
That's true. He's got some hot, I can't tell if those are
hot
pink and orange.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Okay. And purple.
And missed the entire apparatus.
Uh-huh.
Yep, we need to.
Tracy getting out of the basket, shoots and scores. Nicely done, Tracy, using the backboard. Comes number 1 for the Frost. Nope, kicks it out to number 30. Back to number 1. Number 30 shoots and scores.
I was wondering why number 30 was out so far.
Yeah, man, he acted like he might shoot a 3, and I wouldn't guess a fella his size would be a 3-point shooter, but you never know.
Well, maybe, but I think he would be better served in the low post on a game like this.
Yeah. Nice defensive play there as he swats the ball down. It'll stay with the Lions, but he got his big mitt in there and knocked it out of bounds. Eric Messer got it. There's Eric Messer.
Okay, Eric, yeah.
All right, he has been on the struggle bus from three-point land, and hopefully that was his last stop on the struggle bus. Shot is up and good by the Frost. Here comes Eric. Let's see if he'll send another three up there and just make sure he's got his mojo. Nope, he's going to drive it to the basket, shoot and score. Okay, that'll work too.
Okay.
Now he's
there you go.
Now he's got the pep in his step that we're used to seeing.
Got a little glide.
Yeah, I
glide
think that was
going.
a gigantic monkey off of his back.
He was on the struggle bus, sitting in the seat where some guy peed in the last trip.
That's right.
And so they got cigarette holes all over the seat. And, yeah.
It was.
I'll take that one too.
Yeah, it was a bad struggle bus seat.
Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah.
But Eric is now looking like the Eric Messer we know. He's actually smiling on the court, and maybe he's out of his own head now. Good to have you back, Eric.
Yeah, that's you don't think about it too much.
Yeah.
Just got to do it.
It's hard to do that though when you know,
is.
Whether it is shooting threes or hitting a baseball or whatever. Things don't go your way for a while, and you start to really
lose your confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely lose your confidence. Phil Bessick kicks it around.
Eric Messer. Now he's feeling good.
Yeah, heck, he's got 8, 9 points in the last 2 minutes.
Nice. Oh, we had a rogue basketball that was not of regulation size go down on the floor.
She was wanting to play. Going to do immediate timeouts.
Oh, okay. 3:03 left in the fourth quarter. 163-86. Lions probably are going to win this one. Jim and I will be back. Welcome back to Bostic Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana. 3:03 left in what we will loosely call a contest. And if you're just joining us, it has just been one thing after another all day long going on here. And
yeah, we believe it's going to be a counted game.
Who knows?
Started off with 3 Lions filling out the Frost lineup.
Yeah. Nice vision there by Vision to steal the ball back. Yeah. So Midwest Monstars, if you're watching this to scout your opponent for tomorrow's game, would you please bring a full roster and please get here on time? Oh, three-pointer up there by number 0. Who was here on time? I would just like to remind everybody.
0 was, yeah.
Shot is up.
Oh,
Shot
good
is
pass,
good
Tracy.
by David Coward.
Yeah. Tracy Ganera with the assist on that. Yeah, I think if the Frost can keep it within 60 in the fourth quarter,
again.
Then they're what do we have? 65 and another 8. 70, 73. Yeah, I think they're just trying to.
Tiger Guillory puts it up and in. We've got about now a minute and a half.
It probably would have mattered if they had their entire team. However,
Yeah.
the Lions were looking for blood.
Yep. They got it.
Yep. And the Froster, just the punching bag.
Yep.
Oh, somebody's yelling for him to get 200. I don't think you're going to get 200. You got to get another 33 points in the next minute.
Yeah, it's
Not quite possible.
Let's not get 200 here. Come on now.
Yeah.
I appreciate the thought, but whoever yelled that, let's show a little class here. And
That is a lack
this
of
up.
defense if somebody scores 200.
Yeah. 30 hits it for the Frost. And I imagine the Lions' goal is to hold the Frost under 100 at this point. David Coward going to take it in. His slam dunk won't go. 30-ish seconds left. Shot is up. Shot is good by 34, who wanted a foul but didn't get it. The referee says, let's just end this thing. I'm not going to be calling fouls.
I don't think anybody's going to be calling fouls.
I didn't, well, except Tracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if bones aren't sticking out, let's just end this thing. 169 to 96. So T. Williams going to the line. 19.6 left on the clock. Let's see if the Lions can keep them under 100.
Oh, I bet they can. They might. The Frost may score one more time, but the Lions, with a little class, should just hold the ball, run the clock out.
Yeah.
At this point,
T gets them both. 3-point shot up. No good. Too short. Rebounded by Tracy. Down to T. Shoots and scores.
5 seconds left. Just let it run, fellas.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the game.
Frost have had enough. They just leave the ball down there, and your final damage will be 173 to 96. As we said earlier, we have no idea if this game is going to actually count or not. I guess we'll find out. Probably never. But assuming it does count, the Lions move the record to 2-1 on the season, and they host the Midwest Monstars tomorrow. The
At 4
Monstars
o'clock.
coming out of Chicagoland. Yes, tip-off is at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 3 p.m. Central Time, as in Chicagoland time. And as I said earlier, please, Monstars, bring all your guys.
Yeah.
This one was considerably less fun to call than last Sunday's game. So Jim and I will see you tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Once again, thank you so much to Mission 22, primarily for what you do for our veterans.
Keep up the good work, guys.
Absolutely. And secondarily, a long, long, long way away from that primary thing is thank you for sponsoring this broadcast. We hope we did well by you, and we'd love to see you guys here in the gym at some point later in the season. For now, Jim and I say goodbye, and we will see you again tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern.